What's going on, everybody? It's your boy. I know y'all probably looking like, oh my gosh, where the hell have you been? Going to talk about that in this video. So I'm actually going to cover two things. I guess three. So where I've been, I guess content, and then the way forward. Which, if you don't watch anything, I would say watch the way forward, so y'all kind of get a understanding of yeah, where I'm going with this channel. So the first being, well, one, but even before I get into that, I'm doing this off of my webcam because I don't have the lights and everything set up because I'm actually over the next couple of days gonna like tear everything down, reorganize everything, plugs and all of the good jazz, whatever. So the rest of my videos will be more or less, hopefully, done via the studio if I can get my camera to work. And sometimes it doesn't want to work, but yeah. So the first thing that I want to talk about is where I've been. I know I've been gone for a while. I don't know exactly the last time that I shot a video, but to kind of give you guys an idea of where I've been. Uh, some of y'all know what I do for a living. It is what it is. If you don't know, I'm not going to go into detail, but I pretty much have two jobs that I do. Like I said, I'm in Germany right now, but I have two jobs. The first is we have people that come here to train. So during those time periods, I am an observer. I coach and I train people, more or less UAS. And UAS is, unmanned aerial systems. So that's what I do. And primarily, yeah, that's pretty much just what I do. And I observe them. Crazy thing is, I'm observing them on a platform that I am not qualified on. I am an air traffic controller by trade, but that's what I am observing. And it's category two that I observe, coach, and train. So when those rotations happen, I am pretty much tapped out. And there were times that I was able to do videos offset, but over the last, I want to say like 6 months, it's been difficult because I primarily have been working the night shift, and that shift is from 7 at night to 7 in the morning. And once that's over, I have a 09 air seat meeting, talk about, all things, UAS from category two, which is what I OC, to category one, which is what I do outside of rotation. I'll talk about that momentarily. So by the time I get done with that, get back here, have something to eat, more often than not, it's just like, you know what, let me try to get sleep. And it sucks because I'm already on a day schedule and having to sit here and try to transition to a night schedule for at max 2 weeks to go back to a day schedule. Like, that fucks up the sleep cycle, eating cycle, the whole fucking nine. And it's been crazy because like for the most part, as soon as those are done, I go back to doing my other job, which is being the standardizations master trainer for SUES, which is the smalls. So like when I tell you that that is the majority of what I do. If I'm not teaching how to utilize and fly small UAS here in Germany, if I'm not actually teaching, I'm actually preparing for a class. If I'm not preparing for a class, I'm sitting here working on administrative stuff. If I'm not doing that, I'm doing inventories. If I'm not doing that, I have people from all over Europe contacting my office because let them tell them we're the subject matter experts on everything. So I have to pretty much provide counsel, assist them with that. We also, and it's been a lot. When I tell you from, I'm just going to say June up until now, it has been nonstop, constant working. And since June, uh, I have been helping to plan for the small UAS master trainer course because that certify people to do what I do, and that's actually instruct. So 6 months out, I'm having to prepare. That course ended last week. And so I've been working on that for the past 6 months, in addition to instructing and everything else. So it's one of those where if I'm not doing a rotation, I'm doing everything related to that. So I am constantly busy, 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 busy with really no time for myself. But like a lot of my time has gone to that, and even to kind of give you guys just like an insight to like what's going on like right now. The last class that I taught for teach people how to fly, that ended right before Thanksgiving. We came back from Thanksgiving, actually had a rotation. So now I'm having to sit here and observe and coach and train people on, category two platform UAS. Once that was over, we had winter block leave. Once winter block leave was over, like the very next week is when the master trainer course happened, and all of that is in my office. And my office is also a classroom, so having to be there help with that. And I want to say it wasn't last week, but it was the week before, we found out there's brand new, slides and whatnot for teaching IQT. So trying to sit here and dig into that, which I'm not done with. I have a 4-day weekend, but I'm going into work tomorrow to like try to work out some more stuff, and I'm probably going in on Monday. And I'm saying all this because I have a class that I'm teaching starting Tuesday. And once that course is over, actually, no, not even that. While that course is going, there's also the semi-annual proficiency testing that has to be done that I have to administer. So I'm doing that in conjunction with this class that I'm teaching also in this same time frame. I have, people from Alabama coming here to inventory our stock. So I'm having to do all of this in one small little time frame. But once this class is over, I think I maybe have like give or take a couple of weeks. And then I'm right into another rotation where I'm observing, coaching, and training. Once that's over, I'm back to teaching another class. And when that's over, then it's literally just rotations back to back to back. So really just trying to get everything done. And my thing is like I can't fail. So I really have to put in like my all into all of that. So if y'all been wondering like where I've been, like I said, I mean, I'm good, I'm well and everything, but like I have been working my ass off. But I'm not gonna say things have slowed down, but I think I'm also at a good place to where I can come back. Plus, um, like I said, it's just been way too much drama and whatnot going on the YT streets and whatnot. I'm not even like I don't, and it's like I don't even want to entertain too much of that. Like I said, I've had, my drama on the YT streets, and it's just like, you know what? I don't even want to deal with all of that. So if you have been wondering, well, damn, bro, where you been? That's where I've been. Um, so there's that. When it comes to the content that is going to be on this channel, still going to do reviews. I know that I think we're like 4 episodes in to Love Hip Hop Miami. So I'm going to try to get those out this weekend. I'm not doing Love Hip Hop. I'm just not going to do it. I don't think I can. I think that's way too much. And I think right now, just kind of getting back into the swing of things with like one review is perfectly fine. I think I might jump back into The Real Housewives of Atlanta. More or less picking up with the last episode because I can't see myself like starting from the very beginning of the season and working my way all the way up until now. But I think just 2 reviews for right now, I think that's enough because I'm not trying to like do too much and just trying to get my schedule like re-regulated. And also for my training topics, I think I'm going to change the name of it. I don't know, but definitely bring that back. So, and with that, if there's any topics that y'all want me to discuss, please nothing political because I won't do it. But if there's any topics that you want me to discuss or whatever, like send me links or whatever, stories, videos, whatever, and if it's worth me, diving into, definitely can talk about it. But I'm probably going to restructure how I do that segment. I haven't quite decided yet. We'll know until this weekend. I'm going to try to get that up. I'm probably going to record the video Saturday morning, splice, edit, cut it up, all that good jazz, and then have it out on Sunday. That's the plan. We'll see how that works. Um, yeah, really, I think I think that's pretty much it when it comes to just the channel. Just pretty much just me doing the same exact thing. Review, like for right now, reviews and getting back to the trending topics where we can just sit around, laugh, have a good kiki and whatnot. The last thing that I want to mention is uh, the way forward. So first and foremost, the whole New Year's BS. People say New Year, new me. I've actually decided to do the whole New Year, old me. I've actually had time to sit back, do some reflecting. I've also actually been in therapy and really, um, I guess, making sense of a lot of things. And I even realized that I've actually calmed down so much to the point where certain people that I work with feel that, it's okay to sit here and try me. And that definitely isn't the thing that you want to do, regardless. Um, there's that. But the way forward with this channel is I'm going to talk about something that happened on Facebook to kind of give you guys an idea of what it is that I'm talking about. So the whole surviving R. Kelly thing happened, right? So I was doing my best not to really comment too much because we as a people we tend to have this whole bunker mentality to where everybody has to believe the same thing and whatnot, and then if you don't believe what the group says, then something's wrong with you. Then we're going to cancel you and all this other stuff. And so many different times we tend to want to be understood, but we don't seek understanding. It's you need to hear my opinion, you need to take what I say, but I'm not going to value what you say. So I shared a post. I don't even remember what the fuck it was about. It was a couple weeks ago, but I shared a post and somebody had said something about the post, and I was just I was pretty much saying it's like, no, don't say that because again, your opinion doesn't, gel with the masses, and you'll have people come in and attack you or whatnot. And what I said in response is, I believe that accountability is held for everybody, period, point blank. But for me, I primarily put, I guess, my accountability and I focus. My thing is, especially with me going through therapy and even just me reflecting on my life before even going through therapy, understanding that, the way that I am, how I respond to things and whatnot is based off of my interaction with my family and how certain things played out with them. And understanding that, it makes it easier for me dealing with people with conflicting personalities and everything else, because it's just like, I try not to sit here and do a whole lot of arguing, not because I can't do it, because I wouldn't even least the fuck out your ass. I said what the fuck I said. But it's like, not really trying to give it that much fucking energy because it doesn't fucking need it, you know what I'm saying? But I said that and I kept it real basic because I was saying that for me, with the whole R. Kelly situation and watching the whole Surviving R. Kelly, and again, I'm from the west side of Chicago, so a lot of what was going on and whatnot. Again, if you're from Chicago, you knew what the fuck was going on. But I pretty much said that I feel that a lot of this goes to the mother slash family and then his teachers. And I'll expound on it because I actually had to. And I had a Facebook friend, because that's literally what she is. And it's nothing against her, but a Facebook friend. She saw my comment, and literally it was one of those where, because I said this, like I was so wrong, and I can't sit here and blame this person, da da da, and it's all R. Kelly's fault. And normally I don't do this because I don't feel that I ever really need to sit here and defend anything that I fucking say because I'm grown as fuck. But again, it's one of those where understanding. So I'm like, okay, let me explain to you why I post what I post. Is more often than not, I'll post something without going into explicit detail because I ain't got time to be writing a fucking dissertation on fucking Facebook. And a lot of times I'll be on the video and I'll say something. And because I'm not trying to sit here and give y'all a fucking 40, 60, 90-minute, review on a fucking reality TV show, because who the fuck trying to sit here and listen to me talk for that fucking long? I give you what I need and then I hop off. So with that, when I mentioned, and it's like when I actually wrote this long ass fucking soliloquy and shit, her whole perception changed. So when I said that I blame the mother more or less the family, was more or less because the mother did not create an atmosphere to which her son or sons felt they could come to her with anything. Because the fact that R. Kelly was molested, he just kept that bottled in. His baby brother, I believe it was Carrie, his mentality is talk to my brother Robert about it. If my brother co-signs it, then okay, I can take this to my mother. If my brother doesn't co-sign it, I can't take it to my mother. And when he told Robert R. Kelly, he was like, no, that didn't happen. So just sweep that shit under the rug. My thing is, I don't believe that the mother created an environment to where her children could come to her, because it shouldn't have been one of those, oh, let me go tell my brother. It should have just been, let me go directly to my mother and tell her. And with that, I spoke about, when I was younger, I had a nephew that I thought was a nephew, but in recent years found out that, yeah, that's definitely not a nephew of mine. But I think I want to say I was maybe like around 7 years old, and like I'm not that much older than my nephew because my brother is older than me. But like I said, had bunk beds, and at the time my middle brother slept on the top bunk, I slept on the bottom bunk. So my nephew uh was about to take a nap in my bunk bed. I was like, well, fucking, I'm gonna take a nap too. I'm not gonna climb on the top bunk because that's not mine. So he's in a fucking onesie, and next thing I know, as I'm trying to sit here and pass out, I hear a fucking something unzipping, and then he starts to inch closer. I hopped out the bed immediately, and the way that our apartment is set up, you had my room, and right across from my room is my mother's room. And luckily for me, my mother was there. I went directly to her. It's like, look, this is what is going on. She called him. He's walking over crying, trying to zip his fucking onesie up. Now, my mother and I, we never really had the best relationship growing up because we share the same fucking personality. We're both fucking headstrong. I'm literally the male version of my mom. But regardless of that, I still felt comfortable enough where if there was an issue, I can go directly to her with it because I knew that shit wasn't right. Point blank in the fucking period. So for me, knowing, hey, this isn't right, I went directly to my mom, my mama, and she reacted to it. Shit was squashed. It is what the fuck it is. So that being one where I'm just like, there's that. And then also, his music teacher even saying that the music that he was singing or writing, I don't remember because the shit came out weeks ago, it was inappropriate for someone his age. And she said she talked to him, but you never talked to his mother. And then when he became a star and he's hanging out at the high school, she told him, leave these young girls alone. They have something they're working towards. But you never told the parents. You never told the authorities. So this is another adult where you literally know that there's something wrong. But rather than sit here and say it to someone else, you just said it directly to him. So these are two pivotal points where someone could have stepped in and possibly, rectify the situation. That I do understand within the African American community, we don't like to sit here and talk about counseling and everything and what goes on in this house stays in this house. I understand all of that shit. But at least something could have been done to where at that point before he actually violated anybody, we could have nipped that shit in the bud. So in that instance, what I was saying that truly for me, the accountability goes to them because like all of this helped shape where we are now, to where him being molested, not being able to go to his parents, his mother, that being a safe place for him, a safe space. So he just harbored all of that in. It manifested into his music. His teacher sees this and says absolutely nothing. So that was the first part. The second part, when I said that everybody owns responsibility, and because the whole blaming the victim, it's like I'm not necessarily doing that. But I lost my virginity when I was fucking 14. I was watching porn since I was fucking 8 years old. I'm gonna just be all the way the fuck honest. Grew up in the hood. We had a fucking hot box. It was at my disposal, and I was one of those where you had the fucking switch between channel buttons. So I had that on one channel, and I had some kid friendly on the other. So if somebody came into the back room, I was able to hurry up and click off that shit. So I was already watching that at a fucking young age. When I was 14, my cousin, I'm just gonna say A, because his first name starts with an A, God rest his soul. He was just like, hey, I'm gonna say my brother, my first cousin, D, to go fuck a bus down. Do you want to come? I was just like, and it was not just come. Do you want to come and participate? Go ahead and get your rocks off. I was like, yeah, why not? I was thinking like, okay, I know that this goes in here. It can also go in here. Okay, fuck it. I don't watch some fucking pornos. I think I know what I'm doing. Not really. And up until the point of actual penetration, the actual act, I had many different opportunities to sit here and be like, you know what? No, I don't want to do this. I don't feel comfortable. No. But I did it anyway. I knew exactly what the fuck I was doing. I had every which opportunity to sit here and not do it. But I did. Hindsight being 2020, do I regret giving my losing my virginity at 14? Yes. It's not that I regret losing it. I regret the fact that I lost it to a fucking prostitute, someone that I will never see again. Because again, up until this point, I've never seen her after that point. So I've given my innocence. I've literally given the essence of me to somebody that I will probably never ever fucking see again. But I knew what the fuck I was doing. And if anybody dares to ask where were the parents, because that is a question during the R. Kelly thing, my mother entrusted me to my brothers and my older cousins. And one of my brothers was actually there when this whole escapade went down. Now, my mother found out about it. I don't know how she found out about it, but when I got back to the Crisil, when I tell you my dudes went the fuck off, I ain't seen her that bad. That was like the first time I was just like, oh, okay, she, G14 now, like she like on one, and she called my pops. And again, my father was born in 1948, mother born in 1951, so you kind of get an idea of mind frame. My father was just like, I don't see the problem with it, but that was that whole thing. But with that entire situation, we could blame my mother. But I mean, she entrusted me to my cousins and my brothers. But it's one of those where it's like, regardless of where anybody on the outside put that blame, ultimately it lies with me because I knew exactly what I was doing. I had every which opportunity to be like, you know what? No, I don't want to do this. But in me saying that, or typing that, I should say, she had a better understanding of, oh, okay, so I truly get what you're saying. You're not just victim shaming or whatever, but you have so many where it's just like, you don't agree with the masses, so there's obviously something wrong with you. I'm going to block you, unfriend you, you're canceled, and all this other stuff. I say all of this to say the way forward, I ain't even got time for the bullshit. Because when I do these reviews and whatnot, I don't know these people. I don't. Do I have my favorites? I do. If y'all watch my videos, y'all know even when I have my favorites, I call the ass for the carpet with everybody else. It's what the fuck it is. But I don't really have the time to sit here and be so analytical that I'm having to sit here and tiptoe around everything, for trying to offend somebody. Like, these are fucking reviews. I'm just trying to sit and give you guys a review, trying to make you laugh the best way that I can. Because I know when I watch YouTube, it's an escape from what the fuck goes on in my life. And when I get on camera, I actually get a chance to actually, be me. Because again, when I'm at, for those of us who work, y'all know when you go to work, you can't sit here and just be you. I can't go to work being, the hood version of me because, that just ain't gonna jail. But I say all this to say that, you know, with any content, if you don't agree with me, that's perfectly fine. We can agree to disagree. We can actually have a casual conversation. Like I said, I'm grown. Very fucking grown. We can agree to disagree. We can, debate. Because in debating, there's a sense of trying to understand the other side. What I'm not going to do is argue. Because I ain't got it to do. But with that, I've always said, y'all can sit here and come for me all you want in the fucking comments. That's perfectly fine. But let me reiterate, what we're not going to do over here is attack other people in the fucking comments. That's not what we here to do. That's not what I'm here to do. Trust and believe, like you, like I'm not with the blocking and shit. But you come for me, hey, it is what it is. We gonna handle the shit in the comments. You start saying argue with the family, then we have an issue, and I ain't got time for it. Let me be very clear when I say that. But right about now, I'm just gonna be, very uncanny. I'm gonna say what the fuck it is I gotta say. Because trust me when I say, when I click out, like when I stop recording, that's it. I don't think about the shit no more. Like I'm back to living my life. So that's pretty much the way forward. Just when it comes to topics and whatnot, especially when it gets to the trending topics. Sammy, the title of it is Tabloids and Trending Topics with T. I think I'm probably gonna change it to my weekly roundup. I think that's probably like a more condensed name. I don't know. Y'all let me know. Like I said, I got a couple days before I have to do that for the video anyway. But with those, obviously, my perception on things is going to be way different than everybody else's. What I ask is that we're all adults. We're all, for the most part, we're all grown. We're all intellectuals. Let's be free thinkers. Let's use our minds and whatnot. Again, we can debate. Arguing, I will not do. But understand, I don't have the bunker mentality. I'm not going to go with the masses because that's what's hot right now. That's not how I think. It will never be how I think. It's kind of part of it. That's like almost why I'm kind of I exile myself from my family because I'm not finna sit here and go with the group. That's not me. My way of thinking will be different. If I say something in the video and you don't understand why I feel that way, you can easily ask me in the comments, hey, why do you feel this way? Or you said this, can you expound? But the whole attacking and shit, I ain't got it to do. And trust me when I say, I'm at that point now, I'm probably just gonna block you. Because I have enough shit going on in my life where this is just way too much. But that's the way forward. So new year, old me. And when I say old me, I mean from about a good 10 years ago, back to when I was just a fucking, spitfire, firecracker, all that good shit. But yeah, that's pretty much it. About to sign off, go to bed. Um Hopefully I can get a video done tomorrow, but more than likely I probably won't. Like I am seriously going into the office tomorrow to get work done because like I said, these classes that I teach is truly a reflection of me and the organization that I'm with, and yeah, I gotta make sure this shit's on and popping. So I love you guys. Thank you guys so much for the love, the support, all that good jazz. Like I said, I truly do love you guys. I appreciate you. Y'all have absolutely no idea. And like I said, I feel bad for all of y'all that were worried. But if y'all are on my social media, y'all see I post shit to my Instagram, a little funny shit. So very last thing that I want to say, I'm not gonna go too deep into detail, but uh Jamar84, I believe that's his handle on YouTube. He has a GoFundMe for his dog needing some medical procedures to be done, and has set up a GoFundMe for pretty much asking for help to cover half the cost. I think the total treatment, because I think there's like an ear infection or something that's going on with his backside, is going to total over $4,000. So he's asking for any assistance. I'm going to do my best to put the GoFundMe link either in the description box, the pinned comment section, or probably even both. If you guys can, I got it. I know crazy stuff going on in the world, but if you have the means, I ask that you help. Like I said, every little bit helps for anybody, and for those of us who believe, who follow, the good book. Like I said, the good word says, "I will bless those that bless you. I will curse those that curse you." That's in the book of Genesis. Go read it. But again, if you could be a blessing onto someone, definitely do it. So that's it. I've done enough talking. Ooh, I've been talking for over 30 minutes. Yeah, that's it. I'm not even going to do edit this video. I'm just going to upload this, and it is what it is. So I don't know what the next video is going to be, but stay tuned. There will be another video before Monday. So again, I love you all. Thank you so much for the love, for the support, the well wishes, all the good jazz, and I will see you guys on the next video. And if you're wondering why I have this on, like, my hair looks crazy as shit. Like, I plan on getting a haircut tomorrow, so that's kind of why y'all don't see my hair. But that's it. All right, y'all. Peace.